a child orphaned during a vicious monster attack, a warrior born out of tragedy and conspiracy, a fierce believer whose passion shaped the very world around them. Those are words that describe two of the greatest anime characters of all time, Naruto Uzumaki and Eren Yeager. But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what these two heroes have in common. Probably the biggest similarity between Eren and Naruto concerns their big powers. In the first episode of Naruto, we learned that the nine-tailed fox demon that attacked Konoha and made him an orphan was sealed inside of him. As the series progresses, Naruto slowly gains mastery over the abilities that the nine-tailed fox gives him. The two even gain each other's respect, becoming partners instead of adversaries. Eren, on the other hand, is shocked to discover that he has the power to turn into a Titan when another Titan consumes him, leading to his first transformation. It turns out that his father Grisha went to insane lengths to give Eren the power of the Attack Titan and the Founding Titan. Aside from making both heroes incredibly powerful, this also makes both of them pariahs among their communities. People treat Naruto harshly for most of his life, while Eren was lucky not to get executed once his Titanic transformation was discovered. Despite this hatred, both Eren and Naruto put it aside and fought for the people who feared them so much. While Naruto's hopeful attitude led to him becoming the leader of Konoha, Eren eventually grew jaded after so many years of conflict. The philosophies of both Eren and Naruto end up becoming driving forces of both of their worlds. In fact, it's arguable that nothing has the effect on either world quite like their views on it. Naruto, for instance, regularly fights foes who had given up all sense of hope. Most notably, when he fought against Pain, or Nagato as we would come to know him, he did the unthinkable. Pain had obliterated Konoha and executed many of Naruto's closest friends. Still, Naruto showed Nagato that there was still hope, leading to him returning Konoha to the way it was. This made Naruto a hero to his village, and was probably the moment his destiny to save the world and become Hokage was sealed. Eren, on the other hand, went a different way. The Eren we meet in the early days of Attack on Titan isn't the same Eren we meet in the final season. Influenced by his father's memories and the traumatic nature of his world, Eren does a hard turn. His hatred for the Titans turns to their source, the nation of Marley. He even institutes a first strike against the Marleyans as a horrific Titan who crushes innocent people. Arguably, Eren ends up becoming the thing he hated in the first place. Still, the ideals both men bring to their worlds shape them in unbelievable ways. For Naruto, that means peace, while for Eren, that means more conflict. While Naruto and Eren both ended up shaping their worlds, they had little choice when it came to choosing to be involved in the conflict in the first place. Eren's father, Grisha, pretty much doomed Eren from the start by forcing him to become a Titan. Even though Eren was all about that Survey Corps life, his latent Titan abilities meant that he would play a major role in the Marleyan versus Eldian conflict whether he wanted to or not. Naruto, on the other hand, was brought into an even bigger conspiracy. When the nine-tailed fox was sealed within him, he was made a target for the Akatsuki, Madara Uchiha, and ultimately Kaguya. For two people who were involved in conspiracies so complicated that you had to understand hundreds of years of history to put them together, they both employed very straightforward solutions. It is clear that both Naruto and Eren had enough of conspiracy nonsense. Okay, so which one of these two do you think has the more tragic orphan past? It's really a hard question because both of their childhoods were especially horrifying. Take Eren, for instance. He had a few happy years with his mom, dad, and adopted sister Mikasa. Then the Titans came, and he had to watch as one bit into his mom as if the McRib was back. And if that wasn't bad enough, Eren also found out that he only got his powers because he ate his father after being forced into a Titan form. Naruto, however, never got any time with his parents. Both perished during the nine-tailed fox attack that ended with the demon sealed inside Naruto. He had to live out most of his childhood as a delinquent who was hated by his village for seemingly no reason. I do kind of have to blame this one on Sarutobi, though. Naruto was his responsibility, and he really dropped the ball. Luckily, Iruka was there to act as Naruto's only real family. Oh, now that I think about it, Eren definitely had the more tragic past. Sure, Naruto's childhood seemed pretty rough, but at least he got those sweet little ramen dinners with Iruka now and then. While both Eren and Naruto would go on to be viewed as the most powerful warriors around, it sure didn't start that way for either of them. In fact, both Eren and Naruto very nearly washed out. For Naruto, the problem was discipline. He really struggled with what a ninja was supposed to be. Apparently, no one told him that they were known for being sneaky and clever. For the longest time, Naruto would just charge into battle screaming like a maniac. Eren, on the other hand, really struggled with that vertical maneuvering equipment. The mechanical apparatus that allowed the Survey Corps to fly through the air like Spider-Man came naturally to a lot of Eren's squad mates, but not to him. While Eren eventually mastered the equipment, he never became head of the class. Eren could become a Titan, but he was never on Mikasa or Levi's level with the 3D maneuvering technology. So anytime you fail at first when trying to learn a new skill, think about Eren and Naruto. They had less potential than literally anyone, and they still managed to succeed about as much as possible. As they say, practice makes perfect. There's nothing like a good trio of anime friends. Both Naruto and Eren are part of legendary trios. For Naruto, his was assigned to him. He was part of Kakashi's Team 7 alongside Sakura and Sasuke. You never would have thought that these three would form a bond even Akatsuki couldn't break in the first few episodes. And I admit that their early squabbles while trying to snatch Kakashi's bell very nearly had me give up on Naruto altogether. I was so wrong though, as the bonds of friendship would grow so far that Naruto and Sakura refused to give up on Sasuke no matter how far down the dark side he went. Eren's trio is a completely different story. He came by his friends in perhaps the bravest ways possible. He saved Mikasa's life from a gang of thugs and encouraged Armin to stand up to his bullies. The three became the best of friends, with their bond lasting through all sorts of Titan mayhem, though they don't seem as close as they used to be. Now that Eren has gone dark, I don't know if they'll have many sweet bonding moments anytime soon. I've got to say though, Eren's trio is still the winner between the two. I like Sakura a lot more than most fans do, but even I have to admit that she is nowhere near as useful as Mikasa or Armin. Naruto and Eren may both have been orphans, but both of their fathers did leave them with something worth remembering: a giant mystery. After Naruto's parents perished in the Nine-Tailed Fox incident, Sarutobi made sure that no one told Naruto anything about who they were. It took him years to figure out who his father really was. Luckily, this mystery turned out a lot better for Naruto than Eren's did for him. Naruto got to find out that his father was literally the coolest guy in Konoha and the fourth Hokage. While Naruto's big revelation was that his dad was basically a shinobi rock star, Eren got to learn that his wonderful father wasn't actually so wonderful. Grisha Yeager kept plenty of secrets locked up in the family's basement. Once Eren figured out who his father was, it was more than a little soul-crushing. Grisha was less a sitcom dad and more a coward, liar, murderer, and worse. Yeah, turning your son into a Titan so that he can consume you and gain your Titan powers is just terrible parenting. Also, while Minato Namikaze had an awesome ninja look, I don't think anyone ever told Grisha that he didn't pull off that little beard of his. Structurally, Naruto and Attack on Titan have little in common. For the most part, Attack on Titan is a streamlined anime that gets right to the point. Naruto is known for filler episodes, spin-offs, and somewhat convoluted plots. The one thing the two series have in common is a giant time skip that changes everything. Both Naruto and Eren change significantly during these big time skips. In between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, our hero trains with Jiraiya, matures into a young adult, and starts sporting some awesome new ninja clothes. The last season of Attack on Titan shows a drastically different Eren. He went from an angry kid who was defending his country from evil titans to a brutal warrior ready to get revenge. Honestly, the most notable similarity Naruto and Eren have is that fiery temper of theirs. Seriously, Eren and Naruto both have absolutely no chill whatsoever. I mean, Eren literally lives in an island where everyone thinks that the entire human race is about to be eaten by titans, and people are constantly annoyed with how intense Eren is. Naruto was so intense that I know several people who could never get past the first batch of episodes. Though, to be fair, Naruto is a responsible Hokage who seems to have that temper in check, while Eren is busy stomping all over cities in Titan form. Perhaps the most important thing that Naruto and Eren share is that they are anime icons. There is absolutely no doubt that Naruto Uzumaki and Eren Yeager have forever changed anime. Naruto's can-do attitude and infectious positivity will no doubt leave a mark on new protagonists for decades to come, while Eren's intense character arc will push the limits of what we expect from new heroes. They will forever go down in anime history as legends. Well, now the only thing left to figure out is what I'm gonna do once Attack on Titan finally ends. I mean, Boruto seems like it'll last for another decade at least, so that's something I can hang on to.